Hi everybody, I'm going to go over problem number 55 because I'm Mr. Marshall, physics teacher. Alright, so I'm going to do a picture again to start out with, just because now that we're dealing with some more intricate stuff, well, I need to visualize this incline a little bit. So we're going to do stuff like force of gravity, obviously that's an arrow, perpendicular for your normal. So we've got a 37-degree incline, that's right there, and it's accelerating down, and there seems to be friction. Good. So I know that there is some friction. So what I'm going to do is write up all of my, the old sum of my forces. Sum of my forces in the x. So I did not draw all of the stuff that we did for the inclined plane lab in, but I'm hoping that we're recognizing that in the horizontal there is definitely friction, and the thing that's making it go is going to be some kind of force of gravity in the x. Force of gravity in the x is going to be mass times gravity times the sine of the angle. Some of the forces in the x, that's what's going to cause the mass to accelerate, and we actually know what that acceleration is. Net forces cause a mass to accelerate. Force of friction is going to be the coefficient, which I think we're solving for, times our normal force. And we are going to end up with gravity being negative, so this term is going to be negative, and we should be able to work it out from there. So in the vertical now, we have some of our forces in the y, and it's going to be the normal force, and remember, this is a different, we're tipping our coordinate systems when we're dealing with these inclined plane systems. So what normal is balancing is force of gravity in the y. Now that's our mass times gravity times cosine of that angle we know. Some of our forces, when we're dealing with, again, coordinate system that goes like this, how do I draw it? This is our y, and this is our x. Is it accelerating vertically? It is not. So force normal has to basically be equal and opposite to mass gravity cosine theta. Theta, this is your 37 degrees. Mass, this is your 18. Gravity, this is your 9.8. So this term is a lock. Same thing with this term. Mass, gravity, cosine 37. So this is how we're going to solve it. You're going to be able to get a normal force once you've solved for, and again, gravity is negative, so this term is negative, when you know mass of 18, acceleration of 0.270. When we can solve for this term, we can solve for this term. We'll know what normal is. We're just solving for that coefficient from here. So that's where I will leave you. Again, odd numbers, answers are in the back of the book, so you can check your work, but you do need to show the whole thing. Party on.